Hey everyone, Joe Ramstead here. I'm excited to share a little bit about this resource that I found about Booker T. Washington. So I've always kind of looked up to Booker T. Washington as a role model, as someone in the American education system that I've always kind of looked up to ever since I learned about him in my high school history class. And just for all of the incredible things that he did as a pioneer for extension education. Obviously, as we learned this week, we talked about how he went out to farmers and ranchers that were struggling with his wagon, with all the tools and resources to help them get back on their feet and become prosperous and strong farmers and producers. I just think that's very cool and fascinating, and that's just one of the many things that he's done to advance equity and advance the different opportunities that we have within the American education system. And his impact has obviously been felt even today here in 2022, as that kind of model still exists with our extension educators and with our farm business management instructors at the post-secondary level. And I think that we are doing our students a disservice by not teaching them about the history of career tech education and also some of these fantastic individuals. And I'm also kind of an agribusiness and economics nerd, if you will. And one of the resources that I have always liked using in my classes is called Econ EdLink, and they have a variety of ready-to-use lesson plans and activities for the classroom, and they're all very reputable and used by teachers from across the United States. Now, I personally teach 5th through 12th grade agriculture classes, so I could easily use this in one of my classes. I'm not sure what everyone else here does for a career, or if you are a teacher, if you teach 5th graders at all. But this is a lesson plan that I've actually got to look around at a little bit tonight that I really want to use in my classes next year. Obviously, the year ends up this year. I don't know if I'm going to be able to squeeze it in these last couple of weeks. But it's called Booker T. Washington, 50 Cents in a Dream. And it teaches the students the basic concepts of human and capital resources, what it means to get a job, what are some skills that are needed to be successful in a job. Now, obviously, if you have this lesson plan and you want to modify it to make it something a little bit more user-friendly for a high school audience, I'm sure you certainly can. It's linked to some different economic standards across the United States, and it's very nicely laid out and talks about not only who Booker T. Washington was and the impact that he had on the American education system, but also the American economy and on social reform, because we know that Booker T. Washington was an incredible advocate for ensuring equal rights for all, no matter the color of your skin. So this document here kind of outlines, or this website rather outlines the lesson plan and talks a little bit about some different strategies you'd have for instruction and assessment. And if you want to extend this activity, this lesson, it gives some additional activities and resources that you can use, along with the PowerPoints and resources that you would use as supplemental materials in conducting the lesson plan. Now, I'm not going to spend time going through each and every one of these here today, just to stay mindful of the time limit, but I'm going to copy and paste this link into our discussion forum, so you can feel free to take a look at it, and highly encourage you to check out the other resources on Econ EdLink as well, especially if you teach any agribusiness courses. There are a lot of fantastic resources that are out there that can be applied directly to agribusiness and agriculture. There's lesson plans about robots, and obviously we have robots in the dairy industry, for example, right now with robotic milking, and we have drones and all these other technologies, and there's lots of really cool lesson plans specifically about those and how that revolutionizes the American economy. So again, thank you for tuning in, and if you have any questions for me, please feel free to reach out in the comments, and I will get back to you. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your week. Take care.